What's going on, YouTube? Jack of all trades. Thought I'd put out another video. Meant to do this earlier this year, but I haven't had a chance to. Things just been, busy. I just got back from a 2-week vacation. Took the family to Disney. Had a great time. A little expensive. I took me, my wife, my grandchildren, my daughter, and my future son-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my grandson. So what is that? That's 4, 5, 6, that's 7 people. Took 7 people to Disney for took us a total of 10 days. 2 days driving, 7 days at the rental, and 2 days back, so it took us 11 days. Total, 2 cars, gas, everything. 2 SUVs. I shouldn't say cars, but we took 2 SUVs. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Like I said, we had a great time. Didn't matter. What we are here to talk about is last year's numbers. So, as we're going through the video here, I'm gonna kind of, this ain't all the numbers, but it's pretty damn close. Last year I grossed $168,000. Right? I ran 109,000 miles. These are rounded numbers, guys. I know that I made a little more than that. I ran a little more miles than that. I don't have my paperwork in front of me. These are just as close as I can get them from my memory. So I ran 109,000 miles. That averages out to $1.55 a mile. So, I lease my truck. $25,000 a year is just my truck payment. Okay? So I know I ran 109,000 miles. I average, and this gets a little weird, I average, with the company I'm leased to, $1.30 a mile is what they paid. Now, I say average because it went down to, I make $1 a mile plus fuel surcharge. My fuel surcharge dropped as low as 28 cents, as high as 32 cents last year. So I just made that $1.30. All right. The extra money comes out of my fuel discount that I get through the company. So I don't know if you all understand that or not, but I get deep discounts depending on where I fuel at through the company. So I averaged $1.55 a mile. All right. Now I know I spent $109,000 just on the trucking side. All right. So you take the $109,000, the $168,000, and subtract $109,000 equals $59,000. So that's pretty much how that works. So most business experts say you should be at a 70-30 split, 60-40 split, 60% to the business, 40% coming home. All right, and that's what the experts say. I'm not quite there. I'm at 65% and 35% coming home. Is how my business works out to be at this point in time. Now, my lease is up. I'm thinking 3 months. I think I got 3 more months, maybe 4 more months. I'm going to get rid of my lease. I'm going to buy a truck. I'm going to get to the lower payment. See if we can increase those numbers a little more. I'm going to go with an older truck. Something before 2007. Nothing older than 2001. I still want to be able to run ELDs. I like ELDs. They make my life so much easier when it comes to filing my IFTA and stuff. So I really like the ELD. And, it's just so much easier. I don't have to sit down at the end of the day and say, okay, I started my day at this time. I drove, 150 miles. So, that's 2.5 hours. I loaded. That took me a half hour. I drove another 2.5 hours. I stopped and got dinner. Drove another 2.5 hours, got fuel. It's just much simpler running ELD. I just like them. I don't care what anybody says. I know there's guys out there bitching, but you know, I'm an old cowboy, man. I used to run the 3 logbooks. I get it. I had an AM, a PM, and what I turned into a company. So, you know, you showed the AM if you got stopped during the day. You show your PM log if you got stopped at night. And of course, you had to have your company totally legal when you turned it in at the end of the week. Now we had, this is pre-ELD. This is long before ELD. I've been doing this for 35 years, in case anybody was wondering. So that when you turned into the company, right, had to be legal, right? Or you had to go to sea safety and all this other crap. So who wants to do all that? I ran 3 logbooks. Like I said, I had the AM to show if I got stopped during the day by DOT. I had my logbook for the day. Showed it at night. It just showed opposite, that I just came off a break and just started. Right. So, y'all, any of you old guys, you get it, you understand it. So there was weeks I had to take 3 or 4 days off to let my logbook catch up to me. And I know that sounds funny, but I was so far ahead of my logbook, I had to sit at home 3 or 4 days before I could start again the following week. Right? But you know, that's back in the day when I ran 1,000 miles a day. You know, I'm too old for that shit now, but that is how it works out to be. Let me flip this camera around here. Yeah, it's not going to let me. Oh, that's going to piss me off. So, yeah, it's not going to let me flip it. Damn it. Alright, I'm just going to have to kind of wing through it. I kind of wrote the numbers down. The first one is per mile. I'll write it down below it. The second one is annual after expenses. That's my take home. Alright. All the professionals say you should have a 60-40 split on your business. You know, 60% cost, 40% profit. Cost, profit. And I'm currently at cost and profit. Alright, and guys, I'm just kind of scrabbling this down. Like I said, it cost me $109,000 last year to run 100,000 miles. That means my cost is $1 a mile. So let me put that down here. Cost me, I ran 109,000 miles. Cost was 109,000. That cost. Alright, so that equals out to be $1 per mile cost. So there's pretty much roughly how that works out to be. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I hope you all can see it. I don't know how well this is going to work because I can't see it. So wish me luck. Let me get over here. Well, there it is. That's the 168,000. I ran 109,000 miles, and I made $1.55 a mile. Over here, I ran made $168,000. It cost me $109,000 to run it. I took home $59,000. That number don't sound right. It should be $57,000. Oh well. You all get it. Professionals say your cost should be 60%, profit 40%. I'm currently at 65%, 35%. Alright. I ran 109,000 miles. It cost me $109,000. So my cost per mile is $1 a mile. That's pretty much how that works. I hope this turns out okay. Like I said, I don't know what I showed you and what I didn't. I don't know why my camera didn't flip, but my camera won't let me flip. So there it is. Hope some of that made sense. If it didn't, leave a comment and I'll try to explain it better. Y'all have a great night.